Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Trisha, aka Motleygrrl. I decided I was gonna do another kind of get to know you video by showing you my makeup routine. I'm not gonna actually do a tutorial, but I'm gonna tell you guys what makeup I use and in what order I put my makeup on, so you guys kind of get a sense of what I do, how I do it, what kind of makeup I use, and what my favorite makeup brands are. Let's see, my makeup routine. It's a little bit unconventional. I do things a little bit out of order. You know what I do? I kind of break it up, and I know that's weird, but that's the way I like to do it. Before my primer, I do put on this Guerlain Lure primer, but I don't use it as a primer. I use it as skincare. So I put it on at night and I put it on when I get up in the morning. Really like to use this Urban Decay Self-Adjusting Primer. Now the next thing I do is I sit down and I do my eyebrows. So I use the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade to do so. Let me fix that background because it's gonna annoy me the rest of the video. After I do my eyebrows, I do my eyeshadow, and I start off with the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot, and I use the color Painterly. And this is something new I've just started to try. I usually use Smashbox Photo Finish eyeshadow primer, or I've been using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. But I've seen this so much, I wanted to try it for myself, and I actually really like it. It does keep your eyeshadow on all day long until I decide to take it off. Once I get that on, then I put my eyeshadow on, and today I decided to use the Pastel Goth by Kat Von D. And at first, when I saw this, I didn't want it. I was not interested in it at all. And the more I saw YouTubers use it, I was like, you know, I think I could probably do some really creative looks with that palette. And then I didn't even realize that Sephora wasn't carrying it anymore. And then I got an email from Kat Von D's website saying it was back in stock, so I went ahead and I picked it up. So that's what you're seeing right now on my eyes, along with Kat Von D's Alchemist palette. The holographic palette that you can put on your eyes, you can put on your lips, and it just makes everything a little bit more shiny, as you can see. That's that for my eyeshadow, and then I'll do my wing. So I like my wings nice and long and nice and thick. So another thing that's been kind of driving me crazy lately about the wing is the wing has been around for a really long time, and people seem to think that this trend just started in 2015 or 2016, when in fact it's been around since the ancient Egyptians. I mean, you want to see Cleopatra, they draw her with a wing. I started wearing makeup when I was 15 and I wore a wing because I idolized people like Bridget Bardot and Priscilla Presley, and I loved their makeup, and that's how I wanted to wear my makeup. Yeah, I was made fun of, but I didn't care. I liked the way I looked. Wear your makeup the way you want to wear it. It's just makeup. And if it makes you feel confident and it makes you feel like yourself, go for it. After I do my eyes, which is the wing, the eyeshadow, and the eyebrow, I will do foundation if I'm gonna wear it that day. Now, sometimes I will just use the Becca Backlight Primer as my foundation because it just leaves your skin looking really nice and dewy. But I have been using foundation lately, and my newest pick is Japanesque foundation. And after I put that on, I will spray myself with my favorite setting spray, which is by Skindinavia. We will get more into this later, but Skindinavia, remember that name. So once I have my foundation on and I spray my face, then I go back to my eyes. I know that's really weird, right? So my face is the color it's gonna be. My eyes are halfway done. And now I go ahead and I put on my lashes. And the lashes I have on today are Iconic lashes. And false lashes are amazing. They are so much quicker than mascara. I'm gonna do a video on how to put on false lashes because once you learn the little tricks, you will never go back to mascara because it takes half the time. So then after I put on my false lashes, I'll do my waterline. And what I've been using lately is something called Fake Awake. And I actually just recently heard of this from Laura Lee, and I decided to try this on my waterline. And what it does is give you like a peachy color in your waterline to make you look more awake. And then after I do that, I will go in with the regular eyeliner portion and go under my lash line with the black eyeliner. Then I go back to my face and it's time to contour. And my Ride or Die contour is Kat Von D's Shade and Light palette. I love this palette. I use this for contouring and highlighting on my face. I don't usually use concealer unless my under eyes are really bad, like if I didn't get a lot of sleep or for some reason I was up all night crying, which, you know, never happens. Or if my just circles, if I have dark circles, I'll use concealer, but usually the foundation will cover it up and then I will use this to highlight and contour. And you know what I forgot to tell you guys? Probably because I just started doing it. After I put my foundation on, I have been using powders. I'm not one to bake, and I was never one to use powders, but I decided to try it. I bought the, once again, Kat Von D brightening powder in the shade Petal, and I use my beauty blender to just kind of push it in under my eyes, and that's how I brighten under my eyes without using any kind of concealer or anything like that. And then for the rest of my face, Kat Von D's translucent setting powder. And that's how I make sure that my foundation is set. And you just want to use a little bit of this stuff, because if you use too much, you're just gonna look cakey and gross. And that's one of the main reasons I don't like foundation, because I don't want to look cakey. I don't want to look like I'm wearing makeup. So I usually use a light coverage foundation and then very lightly set it with powder. So then once I do my contour and a little bit of highlighting with that Kat Von D palette, I will go in and I will use blush. And I like to stamp it on. We're not gonna get into my brushes right now because that's a whole other world, but my favorite blush right now is NARS Gouly or Gulu. This was the VIB Rouge gift last year, and I just love this color. And if you watched my previous video, I ended up repurchasing it during the Sephora sale because I really, really love this color. So once I get my blush on, I will do another spray with my Skindinavia setting spray. Once the blush is on, then I'll go ahead and I will highlight my face. And right now my favorite palette is this one, Anastasia of Beverly Hills. It's the Nicole palette. And I try to use Kitty Cat and some of the darker ones, and that's what I used today on my cheeks, was the darker ones and a little bit of the ice. And that's what I use as a highlight on my nose and my eyes. And a little bit here by my wing. Now, it looks like I have a lot of products here left over that I totally skipped and I totally forgot to talk about during my makeup routine, so let's just go over those really, really quickly. When I'm putting on my fake lashes, this tool is super helpful. This one is by Tarte. I did have a really cheap one. It was more of like a U-shaped. That helped out greatly. I usually use the Duo lash glue in black, which I love, but I recently decided to try the Iconic lash glue. It holds pretty well. If you're gonna be wearing false lashes all day at like Disney World or something, I probably would not recommend this glue. I would go with the Duo. But this glue is kind of cool. You can see how it's a shimmery green. That's actually the color of the glue. It does remove quite easily. You don't have to tug your eyelashes off. They come right off, and it doesn't leave a lot of residue on your eye or on the eyelash itself. Cover FX, I do tend to put a little bit of this on after my foundation, before the powder. I'll put it on the areas that I want to highlight. It just gives a little bit of illumination on my skin, and this is in the shade Halo. When I'm done with my eyes, I will use the Prep and Prime MAC Fix Plus. Now, I do like this. I like it for my eyes. I do not use it as a setting spray for my whole face. And I'm going to make a video about that. I'm gonna make a video about Skindinavia versus MAC Fix Plus. Do I like this product? Yes. I think it's very good for making your eyes stand out. I think if you're using an eyeshadow that doesn't seem to be very pigmented, go ahead and spray your brush with this. It's gonna make it stand out. I mean, so will water, but this will make it stand out and it'll make it stay a little bit better, but it's not gonna make it stay like Skindinavia. Just telling you the truth. So I do use the Anastasia Beverly Hills gel once I get my eyebrows the way I want them to be. I use Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara to do my eyelashes on the bottom here, and I normally don't use mascara on my regular eyelashes unless there's some powder buildup or something like that, because like I said, I do that kind of first, kind of in the middle. And there's always a chance that some residue can build up on my eyelashes. So then what I've been using recently is Urban Decay's Perversion mascara. And I'll just kind of lightly sweep it over my real eyelashes to get that dust off. A lot of people say you shouldn't do that. I've never had a problem. I've never had my real eyelashes rip out with my false lashes. And I wear false lashes every single day. So that's just the way it goes with me. Also on my eyes, I am wearing the Stila Diamond Dust. That's kind of in the corner here. And I also use the Stila Into the Blue, and that's just a little bit right here. I don't even know if you guys can see it. It just makes it a little bit more shimmery. Last but not least, I also sometimes have to go over my eyebrows when I'm done, because the powder and the eyeshadow and the setting spray and everything, it can kind of turn them a little bit gray. So what I do is I use an eyeshadow, not a mascara. And I usually pick from this Master Palette by Mario. And I've been using the color Violetta. And it's like a light brown. And I kind of just go in and get rid of the hairs that kind of look gray or just kind of nasty. And then I kind of reshape my brows. You know what I'm saying? So once I'm done with everything and I've touched up everything, I do go back in with my good old Skindinavia spray. Now you guys are probably thinking, well, the reason your makeup stays so well is because of your Skindinavia spray. You do it like 17 times. Well, when I do it, I just do that's it for one application. The way that this comes out is like in a V. You know, you don't have to mist your whole face 1,000 times. You just go boom, boom, boom. 9 o'clock at night, I went to my piercing shop where I go see my girl who does my piercings to get my lip ring changed out. And she was like, your makeup looks amazing. And I was like, thank you. This is from this morning and I even took a nap. And she's like, I love your setting spray. And that's, you know, Skindinavia. None of this is sponsored, by the way. I know it sounds like I'm doing a commercial for Kat Von D and Skindinavia and Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I'm not. These are just the brands that I like. I've tried a lot of brands, and these are the brands that have stuck with me over the past year. Like I said before, I was kind of a mascara, eyeliner, out the door type of girl, and now I like to do the eyeshadow and, you know, foundation every once in a while and blush and, you know, yada yada yada. And one quick tip I do have for you is before you start all this, brush your teeth, because brushing my teeth used to be the last thing I did before I left the house, and that was not a problem because, like I said, I would only be wearing mascara and eyeliner and some blush, and I'd usually put my lipstick on in the car, so I could just go ahead and brush my teeth, make a mess, whatever. I've found a few times that I forgot to brush my teeth and I have makeup on like this, and I'm like, oh my god, you know, the lipstick, the chin area, the highlights, not really gonna come off if you use a good setting spray, but still, you don't wanna get that all a mess after you just spent so much time putting your makeup on. So that's my major tip. Brush your teeth before you start doing your makeup routine. A lot of times I'll decide what wig I'm gonna wear that day, and then I'll kind of, you know, build my makeup around that. So, you know, I know a lot of people will decide what they're gonna wear that day, and then they will build their makeup around that. I think that's about it for this video. I cannot believe that these cats slept through the whole thing, but they did. Thanks a lot for watching. Please like and subscribe. My name is Trisha, otherwise known as Motleygrrl, spelled M-O-T-L-E-Y-G-R-R-L. You can find me on Instagram under that name, and Snapchat. You just want to add a 7 to the end of Motleygrrl because it was already taken, which is annoying because I've used that name forever since the internet started, and it could be me who has that name, and I just forgot the password, so I don't know. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. Go ahead, like and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you soon. Are you guys ready for mommy to film a video? You're gonna have to move. They're so cute, aren't they? You know you're cute, Dexter.